I'm John from Surf Effects, and this is the new Ozone Parawing, the pocket rocket. So it has been out for a little while now. We thought we'd do a video, we've had a few different ones in store. This one has proven to be our biggest seller. So we're selling more of these than any other Parawing at the moment. Kind of makes sense seeing how Ozone is a paragliding company. So they kind of got this nailed pretty well from the start. You know, all the other brands have kind of had to outsource and team up with other different companies who are more Parawing specialists, stuff like that for the design. But these guys, nope, they could just do it in-house themselves because guys down the hallway in the office are in charge of it. So what we have is a nice little carbon bar, bright colors, easy to spot. Your trim adjustment is your center line here, but you know what's the front, you know what's the back. Pack down, simple. You know, these guys have their lines, sorted. They know what to use for lines, what works, what doesn't. So nice and easy when you go to these guys, to go to Ozone. And that's the pack down. So throw it out, deploy. Deployment on this is pretty standard. It goes up pretty easy. And then just a pack down. And these guys do also have the stash pouch, which is like the giant bum bag to jam it down into on downwinders, or stick it up under your rashi or whatever you got to put it. But nice to have Ozone kind of coming out with that first and foremost. They even have a little harness hook set up to run a harness on this, because quite a few guys are doing that because these do truck upwind pretty well to up and down downwinder. This is the bag. So that's the bag they come in. It's a mesh bag, not huge. But yeah, you can put it in, not soaking wet, please. It's gonna smell like a dead horse soon. And if you're in fresh water, it's gonna get real smelly and probably mildewy. So dry it out, but you do have a vented bag, which is a nice feature. But it comes with the, it's all in there ready to go. So pretty simple. A couple different colors, all fairly, nice, pretty bright. There's no like bright pinks and stuff like that, but it's still high enough visibility. And you're getting a wing. Now we better have a look at this. So the front edge, one of the secrets of this is it's got little plastic ribs all along the front edge, so it always has that shape when it's not, curled up in a ball. It's like little battens that are able to hold some shape, which allows it to refill when it's not kind of perfectly, in the wind window. So that is that's probably the secret to the success of this thing. It really lets it just launch, and even when you pull it, see it's kind of like accordioned up here. That's all those little ribs holding it together. So the design of this, said the guys didn't make it as a beginner, let's all learn how to Parawing, because you face it, any of these sports, when you're learning, you learn for about a day or 2 days, and then you kind of get a good feel for it. So upwind of this was kind of one of the focuses, and that and stability. So being able to fly it easily one-handed without it having to move around too much, it's kind of makes it what it is. And then the upwind, like I said, guys are hooking with the harness and just trucking upwind, and then downwinding with it, trucking upwind, downwind it with it in the stash belt. So Ozone, they got it together. Obviously, this is what they do. They do paragliders, and they do the Olympic kind of race foil kites, and this was probably pretty easy for them to whip together.